Hey, what's going on? Rakeem Madison here, and on today's live video, guys, I got some value I want to share with you guys. Just some things that I've learned from high-level marketers, certain things that I've actually just paid attention to, and just through my going through multiple trainings, continuing to invest in myself. These are just certain things that I notice that top marketers are doing and focusing on. All right, so as you're coming on, let me know down below if you can hear and see me clearly. That lets me know. Just put a 1 down below. That'll let me know exactly what I need to know. When with that being said, let me also know in the comments where it is you're tuning in from. Just put where you're coming in from, and I'll just put you on the screen. Let everybody see you, and if they want to connect with you, they'll have the opportunity to do so. All right, so with that being said, guys, I'm going to go ahead and jump into the content. I got a few things that I have to do, so let's go ahead and jump right into it. And as I see comments coming in, what I'll do is I'll just put you on the screen, all right? All right, so today's topic is 5 major tips I learned from high-level marketers on how to dominate, how to win. Okay, that's going to be today's topic. So I'm going to go over some things that are going to be key along the journey for a lot of people that are going to watch this. And these are going to be the things that I believe, just from my study and from what I've heard, just from the top level marketers, these are things that you want to focus on. All right. All right. So that's the topic. Once again, let me know below where you're watching or tuning in from. Just put it in the comments. I'll be sure to share it on the screen. All right, so before I get into the content here, I see that I got some comments. All right, so what's going on, Tania, Ramika? Good to see you. Kia, Aura from New Zealand. Shout out to you. Much love. I've never been to New Zealand, but I do plan on taking a trip out there here in time. All right, so shout out to New Zealand. All right, so let's get into today's topic for today. Once again, there's the topic for everybody that's just logging in and seeing this. That's the topic for today. So what is it that I noticed that high-level marketers are focusing on? Some of them are focusing on it, and some of them are lacking at it. Okay, so the first thing is understanding financial literacy. So some of us on the internet here, if you're online marketing, MLM, or, direct sales, whatever you're doing, you notice there's always top earners. There's always the higher level marketers that are getting majority of the results. And some of them understand, financial literacy. They understand how to keep their money and keep their money continuously growing. And then there's others that make the money and spend the money as fast as they get it, right? So this happens a lot with NFL players, NBA players. This happens with marketers that never had, they never had that lifestyle. So when they get the money and they don't understand financial literacy, it just poof. Right, the money is gone as soon as they got it, and then just because they're good at marketing, they can keep making the money. But what's happening is they're going in this spiral. They're just doing this, right? Boom, boom. I'm getting the money out, the money's gone. Right, I'm going to go spend it again, the money's gone. Right, understanding financial literacy is going to be key for whether you're just getting started. I recommend understanding it right now. So when you do start having the money flowing in, boom, you got everything working for you. Boom, your money is making more money, right? And that's what you want. So that was the first thing that I noticed along the journey, just studying certain things. There's certain people in the industry that understand that, and then there's certain people in the industry that don't, but they're great marketers. So it kind of balances out in a way. All right. So that's the first thing. So I saw a comment come in. Steven, what's going on, Steven, man? Good to see you, my man. Steven says, watching from West Palm Beach. Love the content, fam. Appreciate it, Steven. Appreciate it. Shout out to West Palm Beach. That's where I'm coming in from. So let me go ahead and continue with the content. So yeah, guys, we were talking about understanding financial literacy. That was the number one thing that I noticed, that the real high-level marketers are focusing on, as well as being great marketers. Okay. So number two is always paying attention to their data. Okay. So like for example, for me, I really pay attention to the data. So like the data on my Facebook profile, like I look at, okay, I've got this amount of engagement on a post. Okay. And then I look at the time, the specific timestamp that Facebook gives you. I'll look at the time and I'm studying like, okay, I posted at this time on that date. Right. And so if I post at that same time that tomorrow, then let's see the response that I'm going to get there. I'm always like, testing different things. And then once you take your data and you see, okay, what's working, now you're not going to be losing money, especially like if you're someone who's doing paid advertising. Data is like key, right? Because if you're not studying that stuff, your money's just going down the drain, right? You're just letting your ads run and you're not profitable. Okay, so it's always going to be key for you to study your data, whether it's paid or it's free. Okay, I even study YouTube views, like the views versus the amount of people that's converting. Right, these are all the things that you want to focus in on if you really want to start to win. And this is just things that I've noticed. All right, so next we got another comment coming in. Steven Simon says, hometown love. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. I should be coming home, man, eventually sometime soon, probably like next year sometime. I don't know exactly when I'm going to be coming, but I know it'll be like sometimes next year. So let's continue on with the banner. So yeah, we said financial literacy was the first thing. The second was always paying attention to their data. They're constantly, oh, there we go. Sorry, it kind of froze on me. So yeah, always paying attention to their data. Okay, so these are things, if top level marketers are doing these things that you want to be focusing on right now if you're not at that particular level yet inside of your business. All right, so let's go to the next thing. So the next thing is they are constantly mixing up their strategies. So most of the marketers who have been doing this for some time or have results, they've had like a proven roadmap that they've used to be able to get where they are. But they're always willing, especially the ones that are in the trenches. And I feel like, the more I grow, the more successful my business becomes. Like I always see me being a person that's always in the trenches, always willing to learn more, always willing to, learn this platform or learn this type of, what I'm saying? I've always been that type of person. So I say, even if I, continue to go like this, I will always be in the trenches because I always want to be involved somehow, because I've learned that if you don't, what is it? Like the moment that you stop learning, you're dying, right? You're not learning, you're not training, you're just kind of, riding the wave, you know what I mean? And I don't want to be that type of entrepreneur. So, I'm always going to focus, learn to mix up my strategies and just learn new things. You know what I mean? So let's continue to go on to number 4. Number 4 is they are always willing to create their own. So this kind of goes along with number 3. So like, and in marketing, I feel like one of the most important things that make you the most amount of money is putting words on paper or creating like copywriting. In other words, copywriting, because if you can copyright, you will always make money. Like if you really understand how to copyright, just putting words, and those words are causing people to take action. If you learn that one skill set and you learn like really like how to do that very well, you will never have to worry about money ever in your life. And these are things, and these are coming directly from top leaders, my personal mentors, and so on and so on. And I watch them over and over and over and over create massive results inside of their business because they understand how to do that specific thing right there. And they're able to attract, a crap ton of people like in a record time. Like sometimes I've seen like the craziest things do multiple 5-figure months. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, seeing that, over and over and over again like that, you'll see that it's the copywriting. It's put in the words there, and people are taking action based off of those words. Okay, so copywriting is a key thing. If you're in business right now, focus in on learning how to copyright. And I'm still learning to this day, right? I'm reading books, I'm going through trainings, right? And I'm constantly investing into myself, because I understand that if I'm not investing into myself, but I look over here and the multi 7-figure earners, 8-figure earners, 9-figure earners, they're always investing in themselves. There's some leaders right now that I know personally that spend hundreds of thousands of dollars every single year, some even more than that, into their education, right? And this is not necessarily like their college education. This is just, books, trainings, masterminds, like all these different things, right? They're investing into that multiple times, every single year to get better. It's always about getting better, becoming your greatest version. I feel like, I hear that a lot, when we talk about the greatest version, but I feel like the more you learn, I feel like there's no real destination when it comes to that. Like until you leave this earth, you can always be learning. You can always be learning and implementing, because implementation is really the thing that gets you the results that you really want. It's not the learning. Because I used to hear, when I was younger, I would hear knowledge is power. But applied knowledge is really the power, like actually implementing what it is that you learn, rather than sitting on the information, letting it stay in here, and you're just getting into information overwhelm, right? That's not gonna allow you to propel forward. If you learn something, do something. Like, I got a rule. If I watch an hour of training, then I'm going to implement for 2 hours. Okay, so that's kind of like my equation. 1 hour of personal development, right? Or 1 hour of a training. Okay, implementation for 2 hours. That's what I do. All right, so that was number 4. They learn how to create their own. Number 5 is they always invest in mentorship and training. I guess I got ahead of myself and I started talking about the mentorship and training. Like, I don't want to reiterate that, but it's very important for you to always be investing in yourself. If you want to learn how to master something, and you see someone getting the results already, and you want what they have, the best thing for you to do is be willing to spend money, right? Be willing to spend money to shorten the learning curve. Because if you spend the money to shorten the learning curve, you just save yourself 5, 10, 15, 20 years of frustration, because you see this person is already getting the results that you want. So the fastest way, and what I've learned in this industry, is get ahead, spend the money, shorten the learning curve, and just go after what you want. Be willing to be coachable. That one right there is big, because I've dealt with that, where I did invest into a mentor, and I would do certain things, but then there will be times where, like, my ego, right? My ego would stop me from doing everything that they was telling me, because in the back of my mind, I was wondering, especially I was newer to the industry, so I was like wondering, like, man, like, I don't know about that thing, right? I don't know about that thing. And what that really was my programming. I was so used to doing things, and my ego was doing what egos do. You know what I mean? And so it's like I wouldn't do everything, and then I would wonder, like, why I wasn't getting the results that I see my mentor do. Why I wasn't getting the results I see my mentor able to do multiple different times. Like, it was frustrating at that time, but I really had to, like, dig deep, surrender my pride and my ego, and be willing to just start to do the things. And, as I started to do certain things, like, I started to get my results, and, I started getting better at it. And, I just continued to learn. And it's been a journey. So, with that being said, guys, I just wanted to share some value with you, for everybody that hopped on here live with me. Much love to all of you. And I'll just go ahead and put it on the screen here. If you got some value, like or heart this, and also share this with someone who may benefit from it. And shout out to everybody who does like and share this, and everybody that just tuned in. All right. So with that being said, guys, just before I get out of here, if you want to learn more about how I create income online, send me a personal message. We can have a conversation and we can go from there. All right. So with that being said, I love all of you. And I look forward to seeing you guys in the next live video. Peace.